Good morning, everyone. So the table looks a little bit different today because I don't have a lot of time. But what I really want to um, bring forth today more than anything is love. So I've brought out some rose quartz because it's important, and I've amplified it with some Herkimer diamond. And of course, there's always selenite because that's purity, right? It cleanses, it does so many things. And then I brought the little star out because I want you guys to all know what bright, shining stars you are. And I brought out the little dragonfly for the transformations that we've all been going through and will continue to go through as we continue down this path and this journey, right? So I've done a really simple reading, and I don't have a lot of time today. I've got a lot going on. But one of the things that I want to just say really quick before we start, before I show you what I got in the cards today, I just want to say I've had a conversation 3 times this week. So I always say if it keeps coming up, it keeps coming up, it's important. And one of the things that has kept coming up is people acting as your guru or acting like they're above you in any way on this spiritual journey or any journey for that matter. And I just want to remind all of you guys that you're powerful, powerful beings. You know, I just listened to a video of somebody saying, listen, I'm a spiritual leader and, I'm right basically, and you're wrong. And I just want to say, tap into your own intuition. It doesn't matter who's telling you something's right or something's wrong. It doesn't matter. If you've got that feeling inside of you, go with your feelings. Don't allow other people to shrink you. You didn't come here to be small, and you didn't come here to shrink in the presence of people that are stuck in ego, that think that they're better or more powerful or more spiritual, or that's just ridiculous. So there's a big difference between being a spiritual teacher, sharing what you've learned and your knowledge and how you've tapped into your own gifts and helping people learn how to tap into theirs. There's a big difference between that and then saying that you're a leader, you're the leader, you know better than others, or thinking that your intuition is the best intuition. And I'll tell you why. Because each and every one of us have our own experience here. And you could have a really, really good spiritual teacher who's teaching you a lot of things, but they can only teach you as far as they've gone themselves. And their experiences here may be very different than your experiences here. So you could be experiencing something that they're clueless about, okay? They haven't learned about it, they haven't experienced it. And so they can't help you with that. And that's why there's that old saying, the student sometimes outgrows the teacher. And that's good, because as the student continues to grow, hopefully you do outgrow the teacher. That's the goal. But it's one thing to teach, and it's another thing to say, I'm the leader. Jesus is a pretty good example of that. Jesus was the teacher. He was a teacher. He didn't consider himself above. He wanted to teach each and every person that they had in them everything that he was talking about. He was an empowerer. And that's really what teaching should be about. It should be about empowering people. And the minute it becomes about, I am the all-knowing, run like hell, you guys. Run as fast and as far away from that person as you possibly can. You've just outgrown your teacher at that point. So yeah, keep in mind how special every single one of you guys are, how powerful, that you have God within you, that you have all sorts of gifts. They might not be tapped into yet. That doesn't make you less than. It just means that you just need a teacher to help you. And so this is just all this spiritual BS. Just I just have a hard time with it. So anyways, there's my lecture on that. You guys are powerful. I hope that if there's one thing that I'm helping you guys to know inside of you is exactly how special and how powerful each one of you are. Man, if I can help one person figure that out, then I feel like I've done something, I don't know, of value in the world. Um, so anyways, you guys, there's my big spiel on that. And then also, I do want to come on. I want to check back into the lockdowns because here's the confession of a tarot reader. I didn't like the results of the lockdown reading that I did a few days, or I don't know, I lose time. Whenever I did it, I didn't like the results of that anyways. I don't want to be locked down. I don't want to be locked down. I don't like the sounds of that. So I've been manifesting. I've been manifesting that if there is a faster, easier, more efficient, safer way for humanity to get to the goal of liberation and freedom and peace, that we do that way. So, yeah, I'm just manifesting like you wouldn't believe, that we're able to reach the ultimate goal that we all want to see, which is humanity's freedom and liberation. And I'm I'm manifesting that we do that the most fast and efficient way that's safest for people, um, however that may be. I just don't want to be locked down. But, the world doesn't revolve around Lori and Lori's wants. So we'll see. But, you can't fault me for trying anyway, right? So we'll see what happens. Um, and I'll deal with it if that's something that I have to deal with. All right. So today, what am I reading on? I'm reading on where we've been, where we are right now, and where we're going in the near future, right? So where we've been in dire straits. We've been, I should have brought my coffee over. I'm so dry. We've been in dire straits, really. We've felt like we were in dire straits. We've been experiencing a death and a rebirth of things. And we've been having to deal with some dark agendas, a lot of dark agendas. So where are we right now? Right now we're sort of in limbo. We've been held up. There's some things that are going on that have been held up. So we're sitting tight to bring in some balance. Okay. In the near future, we're going to be walking away from some things. We're going to be having some new technologies and some new information brought to us. These are gifts from the universe. So then I asked, so then I just did that check. And then I asked if the universe wanted to tell us a story, give us some insight as to, what we should be looking for or expecting. And so what I got is passionately, the world's about to change. This is a good card, though, you guys. These are good changes. This is passionate, noble, awesome changes. So passionately, we're about to go through some major changes. A lot of things that we've been hyper focused on will soon come to pass. And then at the bottom, what's driving the whole reading is there's been people working together to get us over certain humps. These are higher arcana cards. To get us over certain humps, to bring us to a place of joy, to save the children, and I believe to change the financial system, because this is the gold card, and to heal some things, right? That's my Emperor, the great healer. So we're about to embark on some major changes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 higher arcana cards in this reading. So a lot of people would say, this is the trump card, and it is sometimes, but that wasn't the intention. I just wanted us to see a bigger picture. Okay, so the bigger picture is passionately the world's about to change. And the things that we have been hyper focused on as of late, they're going to come to pass. There's been a lot of work going in with people doing things to help bring in joy, celebrations, save our kids, switch that financial system over, you know, create something happy and joyful and very, very healing. This is the divine masculine healer. So big things on the horizon. I asked them if they could tell me a little bit more story around, what we may expect to see. So what I got up here was there's balance being created, things that are tangible. So like these are our pentacles, right, you guys? So there's balance being created, tangibility for celebrations and breaking the chains that bind. So I believe we're talking about our financial system in this. It's just how it feels to me, okay? So there's going to be some balance recreated in that financial system. I would say maybe some, well, we know that they're going to do some reevaluations. We know that. We know that the banks are falling. There's things that we know. So we're seeing the balance happen with our financial system, a very young energy with that financial system coming in. Something new, I think, a brand new feeling, right? We'll create celebrations that help break those chains that bind. It's been quite a fight. There's been a lot of work going in, but it's going to move us out of troubled water, you guys. And I haven't done this in a long time, but there was a time where I always ended a reading with some oracle cards. So today I wanted to end this reading with an oracle card. What can we focus on? What can we take today as a message that we can focus on and stay true to in these chaotic times, right? And I got positive energy, you guys. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and just avoid the negativity. Just avoid all negativity. It's really bad for us. It's not good for us. It really brings our vibration down. And my message to you guys is the same as always. You are amazing, powerful, 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 magical beings. And tap into that. Tap into your own intuition. Doesn't matter who's telling you what. Tap into what feels right to you and roll with that, okay? Keep healing yourself. Heal that inner child so that you're not forming your opinions or your biases through a place of trauma. And know that you're magical. And if you have an intuition about something and that rings true to you, and somebody else says, no, that's wrong because that's not what they get, ignore that person. I tap into things all the time that other people aren't tapping into. Doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It just means that I have my own ways about it. I remember in the beginning of this entire thing, one of the things that in the entire thing, what I'm talking about is in the beginning of this damn pandemic that we've had to live through, I knew my intuition told me before anybody was really talking about it, my intuition told me that virus was not what people said it was. And my intuition told me that the masks were BS, right? And I had people get really pissed at me about that. And I had people that were spiritual that also tap in get really pissed at me about that. But you know what? They just weren't tapping into the same plane that I was. Okay? Turned out that I wasn't wrong. I wasn't trying to be an asshole. I was just receiving messages and they were for me. And I stuck with them because I have learned to follow my intuition. And if anybody's telling you guys that your intuition isn't as good as their intuition, or that your clear knowing isn't correct because it's not something that they themselves have picked up on or been enlightened about lately or at all, run, 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 run. Trust your intuition, trust your inner guidance, trust everything that you have within you because you know what? God gave it to you. Source energy gave these gifts to you. And for far too long, people have been trying to dumb us down and move us away from our own intuition, our own clear knowing. And, it's really time that we step into our power, you guys. So I'm sending you a ton of love, lots of love, and it's amplified, right? It's amplified. Yeah, I love you guys all so much. I can't tell you what your support and your love and your blessings mean to me. It is, it means more to me than I even have words for. So, anyway, you guys, I've set the intentions for all of the healing as per the usual. And if you want it, you stand in your power and you decree it for only your highest and greatest good, only and always your highest and greatest good. And yeah, soon I want to come on and I want to recheck the lockdowns. And you know, I want to come on and do that though, because there's some other things that I want to check into as well. But until then, you guys, many, many blessings, much, much love. Stand in your power. Stand in your power. Know how magical you are, how powerful you are. Stay in that love vibration. Keep sending that love out into the world only after you've filled yourself with it. And then when you're done, fill yourself with it again. And yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on, right? Okay, you guys, much love, many, many blessings. Take care.